It's 2018. People are playing virtual reality games. People are watching movies on 4K TVs, and I'm out here playing this goddamn Tetris game that I love. And I'm one of 3 people playing this game, and you know how I know? Because it takes 3 hours to find a goddamn opponent. And when I do, I find a master wizard, level 73, the ultimate virgin protector, the fucking guy that probably made Tetris. And I go up against him, and I know what you're thinking. This is going to be a high intensity match between two even opponents, and you're absolutely fucking wrong. See, the key to winning this type of match was not actually speed, it was all about placement. The goal of this game is to get as many pieces as possible before you hit that line. And my only practice has been against the computer, who I crushed, and my girlfriend, who crushed me, but that's not the point. The point is I felt pretty confident. I believed in my abilities. But then suddenly it kind of sank in that I was playing a master wizard level 73. This guy was no joke, and maybe the pressure was just a little bit too much as I started making silly mistakes. This match was over before it even started. It wasn't even close. It was an absolute slaughter. And after the second mistake, you can see why. I was definitely a noob. And then he knew he won, but he decided to keep tormenting me, placing bricks after bricks. But for a slight moment, I noticed that he got a little cocky, and I thought maybe if I can last long enough, maybe down the road he'll make a mistake, and I can win a game. Game number 2. I'm going to try a different strategy. I'm going to try to copy his exact moves. The one stupid part about this game is that you can see your opponent and you can wait until you see what he drops, and then you could copy him move for move. So that's exactly what I did for the first 5 or 6 blocks. I waited patiently. I looked at what he was doing. I thought about other options, but then I realized this is a master wizard. There's no way any of my dumbass ideas will be better than his. And sure enough, for the first couple of minutes, it was going pretty well. I was in this game. He was definitely going faster, which is great. I could always see one move ahead. But then I decided to get cocky for some reason. I decided to do my own thing. I don't know why, but this was a deadly mistake. The game at this point was clearly over. He could have ended it at any point, and he knew he would have won, but he decided to just keep going. He kept tormenting me, just making fun of me for my fucking dumbass idea, and he just kept putting blocks on blocks. I'll never forget that feeling. Game number 3. He was starting to wear me down emotionally, physically, mentally. I knew this guy was a wizard, and I was not. I was just a simple noob, and I was starting to think maybe my strategy of copying his every move was not a good one. So I decided to go a different route. I tried to go first. I tried to put pressure on him, but obviously this is a level 73 wizard. He was not going to get phased, and slowly my lack of class really showed. I was actually off to a very good start, and he seemed like he was staggering. It seemed like he didn't know really what to do. And then I got a little bit overzealous. I got a little bit too excited. I lost focus for a moment. And against a man of this caliber, that split second will cost me the game. If you have OCD, please look away right now, because this is a mistake that cost me the game. Look at that. My twitch fucking fingers. I was scared. I was nervous. I was playing a level 73 wizard. I can't say this enough. This guy was another level. He looked like he was struggling, but he really wasn't. He was just toying with my heart. He was trying to give me false hope, just to bait me into thinking that I could actually win this game. My mistakes slowly grew exponentially. I started to fuck up, and I knew that I'd lost this game again. This was my best result yet, and maybe he baited me into giving me hope, so I played more with him because there's only like 3 people that play this game. So I kept going. I kept playing into the night.
3:28 a.m.
3 hours into this Tetris marathon with arguably the best Tetris player I have ever seen, I have ever laid my eyes on. I was exhausted. I was beaten down. I was a broken horse, but something in the back of my head said, man, just believe. This guy will make a mistake, and once he does, you need to pounce on it, and you need to pounce fast. So that's exactly what I did. My strategy of copying his every single move was actually starting to work, and I started believing I could do this. As long as I was one step behind, I was always one step ahead. I was copying his every move to a T, and here is the moment of truth where he makes a deadly mistake. Look at that. I knew right off the bat, if I could recreate that move, and if I could do it better than him, I can win this game. This moment right here, this is a moment in history. Can I do it? Of course I can. I can do it. Not perfect, definitely not level 73 Master Wizard perfect, but it might be enough to get me over the hump. He's still a Master Wizard, and that mistake right there, that little fucking blunder could have cost me the game, but I kept moving forward, and I knew he was running out of real estate as I was expanding my real estate, so we just kept playing and playing. I just kept believing and believing. 3 hours of Tetris was all for this opportunity. I could not squander it. I kept pushing forward, and he kept going farther and farther up, and he was running out of space as I was gaining a lot more space. And here, this was the biggest, ballsiest move I performed. Oh, I made a crucial mistake, but somehow it works out, and I just kept laying bricks unevenly on that right side like the noob that I am. But was it enough? He makes another massive blunder, and this surely has to be my moment. I'm going to put as many bricks as I can, but I'm still going to be safe here. I'm going to make sure that I actually get the win and I finish on top. So here it is. I go for the ballsiest move. I don't know what the hell got into me for this moment here, but I went for it. I tried to place that brick there, and I could see it slightly leaning towards the right. Luckily, I got some help from the game, and I kept building and building and believing and believing. And here it is, the moment of pure ecstasy as I beat the best Tetris player in the world, a level 73 master wizard. We got to the loading screen, and obviously I knew he wanted a rematch, but no, this is my time. This is my moment. I will end tonight as the best player in the world.